Alright, so this is going to be a video about increasing and decreasing functions. So let's just say a function is continuous and differentiable between a and b. This one's closed interval and this one's open interval. If for that function the derivative, so f prime of x, is greater than 0, so if the derivative is positive, then that function is increasing wherever that derivative is positive. If the derivative is negative, then the function is decreasing. So f prime is less than 0, then f is decreasing. And last but not least, f prime of x is equal to 0. That means that the function itself is constant. So I have an example here that kind of illustrates these three concepts here. So this function in blue here, and right here, from a to c, the f prime of x is greater than 0. So whenever from a to c, it's increasing because the derivative is greater than 0. Now, at c itself, that would be a critical number. The f prime of c is equal to 0. So it's increasing, 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 and then it finally hits 0. Now, because it starts going down, now it's decreasing. So from c to d, the f prime of x is less than 0, so it's negative for this interval here. So that means it's decreasing. Okay? Now, I have another critical number right here at d, at f prime of d is equal to 0 at this point, because it's a horizontal tangent line. And then after this, it goes back to increasing, so f prime of x is greater than 0, and that means that it's increasing for that interval. So that's basically how to tell whether a function is increasing or decreasing based on the derivative. So another good concept to go over for increasing and decreasing functions is using the critical numbers to find relative extrema. So in this case, right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a number line that's going to represent our critical number. So it's basically going to be this x here, this x-axis. I'm just going to draw it down here. So I have c as one critical number and d as another. So on this side of c, in this interval, so from c to a, on this side, I'm just going to put a little plus sign here, which just means that it's positive, the f prime is positive, and that means that it's going to be increasing just like I wrote up here. Okay, so from c, at c itself, because it's a critical number, in this case the derivative is 0. After this it goes negative, so what I'm going to do is put a little negative here, and this is going to show me where it's decreasing. So right here it goes from positive to 0 to negative. So when it does that, that means it's going up and then down like so, and that shows that it is a relative max, because it goes from positive to negative. Now the opposite happens over here because it's going from negative to a positive over here where it's increasing for this interval. Since it's going from a negative to a positive, that's going to be a relative min. Kind of wanted to just throw that in there, that increasing and decreasing functions can really help showing relative extreme, in this case, the relative max and the relative min. So if you have any questions about this, let me know.